A husband beat his wife to death with a hockey stick and cut her head off with a wood saw before throwing himself off a cliff. But Kaushik Solanki survived the fall and has been handed a 10-year jail sentence. Solanki denied murdering his wife, Manisha, but pleaded guilty to her manslaughter on the grounds of diminished responsibility. The Crown Prosecution Service agreed to drop the original murder charge. After years of trouble in the marriage, made worse by the lockdown during the COVID-19 pandemic, it was argued Solanki's mental health problems had deteriorated. Leicestershire Police, which usually releases custody images of criminals when they are jailed for 3 years or more, said they had been asked not to release a picture of Solanki. Solanki wrote a suicide note to his nephew before driving to the Norfolk coast, where he threw himself from a cliff top onto the rocks below. Emergency services found Solanki at the bottom of the cliff, still conscious but with his face smashed, his arms and legs broken and a serious brain injury. Solanki was flown to a hospital near Cambridge and his life was saved. He is expected to make a full recovery within about 18 months. He appeared in a wheelchair at Loughborough Magistrates Court, which was sitting as Leicester Crown Court. Solanki was sentenced by Judge Timothy Spencer QC. Judge Spencer told Solanki, "Your onslaught was unrelenting and merciless. Mercifully, she would have been rendered unconscious fairly swiftly. The photographs of her state when found by the police are truly shocking. Having killed her, you set about tying her up and dismembering her. That was wholly unnecessary and represented a shocking humiliation of the now dead body of your wife." The judge said the aggravating factor of the violence used was balanced out by both the fact he was in an intolerable domestic situation and the injuries he suffered trying to kill himself. Describing the recordings of physical violence against Solanki, the judge said, "Of the two of you, she was more demonstrative and more physical. You bottled things up and your depression got worse and worse." Solanki was jailed for 10 years. He will spend half of that behind bars. Rest in peace, Manisha Solanki.